Hello, IEJ76 Ian here, and this is the final round, round 5 of the Christmas Cup, Tier 2, and we're at Abu Dhabi, and we're going to be driving the 2010 Red Bull that was driven by Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel, who ended up being the champion that year, and we're starting 9th place with our reverse championship grid. So here we go, McQuiz and David Ben are behind us from our league on the grid. 5 lights are out and we're away. And a very poor start here from us, not very good at all, and they come past us like we're standing still. David Ben is already up a place from starting last, and there's a bit of bumpy and boring going on as Advanced Apple has spun on the inside there, so we're already up to 11th. Now this is a car that I did a little bit of practice on, certainly more than a few people, but I thought the balance was okay, but I think coming into this race, most of the guys that maybe had a chance to be as quick on speed are not actually here. Most of the guys in the Christmas Cup were quicker on paper than us anyway. Probably the only one that we could potentially battle with is Mr. Robin, who's sometimes quicker than us, other times we're as quick. So from 12 starters, I think we're going to do well not to finish last, but we'll have a bit of fun and see how we get on. As we come through the chicane, there's been a coming together there between two drivers. Zaid was one of them, and we've gained 2 places. We're 9th, and we're behind the Welshman David Ben, who started at the back of the grid after a 5-place grid penalty. And as you can see, we've got the racing line on under braking here. Again, quick car, not one I'm used to, so I'm quite prepared to do what some people do and put that racing line on just to help us pick our braking points. As we go towards hotel section, David Ben has run very wide. He almost completely spun the car there, so we're up a place to 8th, and this is on lap 2, and David Ben is in our slipstream. We go to the inside, very wide track here, so reasonably good for overtaking in the game, if not perhaps in real life. He goes around the outside, he gives us plenty of room, but we just understeer into the side of him, so apologies for that, but he lives to fight another day, and so do we. On to lap 6, we're in 7th place as others have had problems, but Zaid, who's a very quick driver, has caught us, and he's going to go down the inside into turn 1 and take 7th. Moving on to lap 8, and all these quick guys that have problems at the start are beginning to really put the pressure on. We've got JR Gamers DE, who's a very quick driver, who just gets a much better exit under acceleration there and comes through and takes 8th place from us. Advanced Apple is close by, but something happens to him. I don't know, I'm not sure he comes in the pits or has a crash, but he does come back to us later on. So this is lap 9, and Extrema does a very smart, opportunistic move round the outside, a very unusual place to overtake, but we're obviously too slow into that hairpin. Okay, on to lap 11, and we sit in 8th place, and we've got Frandy Thompson, who is 2nd in the championship, so a quick guy out of position from where he should be in this race, and I think it's probably going to be a straightforward overtake for him. He's already in the slipstream, no DRS, remember, in 2010, and he's on the inside. We don't want to really muck his race up too much. He's going for the championship, we're not. We try and brake a little bit late, and actually we do tap him ever so slightly, but no harm done, and he's away in 8th. And now we've got Advanced Apple, who's rejoined the back of our car, and he is definitely going to get it in the slipstream. He's much quicker in the straight line. As you can see, he's really pulling up to us, and he goes down the inside. We give him some room, but we do try and fight back. We go side by side through the chicane. Again, we give him room, and he gives us a little tap out wide, but nothing too bad, fair enough, and he's through to 9th. So this is the start of lap 12, and McQuiz, who's in our league, another quick driver, 2nd in the championship in F8, has got up the outside of us into turn 1, and we lose another place. So lap 12, we've got some yellow flags going on, so something's happened further ahead. Who is it? It's David Ben on the left hand side. Looks like he's crashed. I think he's out of the race. He is. So we've gained 1 spot, and we're up to 10th, and there's 11 runners. So coming up to the last few corners of the Christmas Cup, Mr. Robin has chased us down, but we've done our fastest lap on the last lap of the race, so we do finish not last on the road, so that was quite satisfying. 10th place and a fun race. So the final positions, Ayadika was first, followed by Washi and Zaid. Ayadika won the championship from Frandy Thompson and Washi, so congratulations to the top three there. As for ourselves, 17 drivers took place in the championship. Not all of them raced all of the races, of course. We finished 10th out of 17, which, considering we had 2 DNFs and we're probably on paper one of the slowest, I think we're reasonably satisfied with that. Next up, though, we'll be back to normal AOR race action on Sunday in Hungary.